improve after a traumatic incident? Hello! And today's insight is going to be about that improvement past traumatic incident, right? So now this is my perception. I'm not a therapist. Don't take my word for it. Okay? Do your own research. But from my perspective, all right, when you go through something hard, like a trauma, you need to overcome it. Okay, so like right after my accident, around like a year or two after, I had a therapist come with me to school because my accident happened like not too far away from my college, and she crossed the street where I got hit by a car, right? Because PTSD sets in, post-traumatic stress, and I mean, at that point, okay, I was like running. I wasn't walking across the street. I was running across the street. I was like, because I was hit by a car while crossing the street, because of things I thought that they had seen me, but they hadn't, because I was wearing a black jacket and it was November late at night, and you know, visibility I guess was not the greatest. Also, there's on the street where I got hit, there's there are three lanes, okay, and apparently there was a bus in the middle lane, and I was on the third, the farthest lane, and this car came. The car that hit me came in the most inner lane, and so they did not see me because I was wearing black. Also, because it was November late at night, so things just escalated that way. Now, I mean, I needed to go through that walk through that street, walk like that crossroad to become more calm. Like I I I cross streets. I'm laughing because my neighbor's child is screaming at the top of his lungs. Could have been like, might have been a trauma for me. I don't know. But it's no longer a trauma. Crossing the street is no longer a trauma for me. But the reason why I'm talking about improving post trauma, like physically improving, is because I don't know if you've heard, but there were two storms back to back in Montreal, like in this past like weekend, and they were not able to do all the cleaning from the first like tempête de neige, from the first blizzard to the second blizzard, and so we have like such high snowbanks. It is incredible. Like literally, it's incredible. And like while I was walking today outside, it was like I was walking through a what's it called? A parcours, which is French for like a a route, but especially it's like like obstacle course, like that, like I'm trying to explain a like a route filled with things like you need to jump over, walk over, or like hike or go from up to down, and you never know when your foot is gonna like fall in like some air, like an empty space or whatever, and if you're not paying close attention to where you're walking, it might get problematic. So like, because of this problematic, like the fact that this is problematic, you absolutely need to at least train a little bit, get yourself out of your comfort zone, just like anything else. You want to get over a trauma, a heartbreak, whatever. You need to get out there and you need to put yourself, you know, the words. You need to put yourself out there, and you need to like push yourself to overcome whatever it is that you're having difficulty with. And so in my case, it's I have to be like able to juggle, like being delicate with my body because I have been hit by a car, but also push it to like improve because I have been hit by a car. And if I don't do any exercise, I won't get anything done, right? My body will just stay just get worse and worse and worse. But if I push myself just a bit, all right, it's going to get better. So now sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone, and that's specifically why I'm working with one of my coaches, Yann Lajoie. He is helping me improve. Well, not he is not directly helping me improve, but because I've invested in his program, it is helping me improve my physical condition. Right? It's kind of a byproduct. It's not the main focus, but it is a focus, and that is why I mainly invested in that. Right? Not to say that JT Fox, one of my other coaches, does not do that. He does, but I need a more hands-on help. Okay. Not that there's any hands-on in anything, but I'm just saying that there just needs to be some follow-up and follow-through is all I'm getting at. Okay? Well, I mean to say that seeing as my trauma, okay, was mainly physical. Now, I'm talking about the trauma in regards to my car accident. I'm not talking about the other types of traumas that I might have lived throughout my life. This is my physical trauma specifically. So, whatever your trauma, now it could be physical, mental, emotional, any of these, you need to work on that specific trauma. And today I worked mainly on my physical trauma and my physical health, my physical ability to be able to move around space. That is what I worked on because of the fact that not every road is yet cleaned from all the snow. So that is what I meant by it being like a obstacle course. That's the word. It felt like being an obstacle course because there were parts where it was going up and down and up and down and then so up and then really down, and then it's like you need to like watch where you're going, and that's what I meant. In what aspect of your life was your trauma specifically, and what can you do to improve it to help you become a better person or a better individual? Okay? Ponder that.